about giving God glory for where you are today and where God has brought you from. I believe there's some folk right now, you're listening right now, and you just thought about something because you were complaining a couple of minutes ago. But then you begin to think about how God has brought you out, how God has delivered you, how God has made a way out of no way. I'm getting happy right now just on this broadcast because I believe somebody's hearing me through the airwaves. When I think about the goodness of Jesus, I have to be consistent in my gratitude. I can't 1 minute complain about what I don't have and then start to thank God on Sundays around everybody else. But I've got to give God the glory every day. Have some gratitude. I didn't mean to preach on y'all today, but I just wanted you to understand that there's some things that we must be consistent in. And it's better to do the right thing every day than the right thing some of the days. It is better to do the right thing every day consistently than to do the right thing some of the days. What a powerful message. What a powerful message. What a powerful message this is. I don't know if you're getting this today, but we're talking about John C. Maxwell's The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. And today we're discussing law number 5. And law number 5 says that motivation gets you going, but discipline keeps you growing. So we must develop ourselves every day to be successful. In fact, our future is dependent upon our personal growth. Our future depends upon our personal growth. And as we improve ourselves, we guarantee that we're going to have a future filled with possibilities. When we expand ourselves, we're expanding our horizon, we're expanding our options, we're expanding our opportunities, and we're expanding our potential. How wonderful is that? And the more tuned in we are to our purpose, the more dedicated we are to growing towards it, the better our chances of reaching our potential, expanding our possibilities, and doing and living significantly. It's powerful. So what do you need to do? What do we need to do so that we can improve? What do we need to do so that we can grow as we remain consistent? The first thing that I want to challenge you with and I want to encourage you to do is match your motivation with your personality type. Don't try to go overboard. Don't try to do too much. You want to make sure that it matches who you are. For you see, if you know who you are, and you'll know what your strengths are. And if you know what your strengths are, then you can match your strengths with your personality and your personality with your strengths. The second thing that you want to do is start with the simple stuff. Far too often, people want a big, they have big dreams and they want to build big visions. But you want to start small. Start with the simple stuff. Start with the stuff that you know. Right? Because what happens is if you try to start too big, you'll get discouraged. And when you get discouraged, you'll get demotivated. And once you lose that motivation, I tell you, it is really hard to get back on board. So give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. Small disciplines repeated with consistency every day lead to great achievements slowly over time. So give yourself time. Just like that axe that we talked about, right? There was a consistent chopping at the tree, And once the tree was ready to fall, because of consistency, doing things every day over and over again, the tree came down. Thirdly, you want to be patient. Be patient. I can tell you, I'll be honest with you. Impatience is one of the things, I tell you, it's one of my weaknesses, and I'm working on it every day. And I think when it comes to having unrealistic expectations for myself or for others, that's me. That's a prime example of me. And everything I want, seems to take longer than I anticipate. Some of you may know what I'm talking about right now. And every endeavor that we've had, it just seems to be more difficult, more challenging. Every project seems to cost more money than I expected. Every task, every person, it just becomes more complicated. But let me encourage you. This is something I had to learn, and it's something I'm still learning. Have patience. All things are difficult before they become easy. The challenge is most people don't realize how close they are to achieving, significant things because they give up too soon. But everything that is worthwhile in life takes dedication and takes time. By the way, everything that is worthwhile is uphill. Let me say that again. Everything that is worthwhile is uphill. If you got it easy or if it comes too easy, you want to be careful. Everything that is worthwhile is uphill. So you have to be willing to take on the challenge. You have to be willing to climb the hill. That's how it works. The fourth thing is we have to value the process. Value the process of growth while we're being consistent, right? Value the process. And the reason why it's important to value the process is because it's important for us to understand that growth is a process, not an event. Let me say that again. Growth is a process. So you may as well enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy all of the small victories along the way. Because I guarantee you, it's worth the journey. As we get ready to close, I want to ask you a question. Do you know why you want to keep improving? Do you know why you want to keep growing? It's an important question for all of us to ask ourselves. For you see, knowing what to improve and how to improve, they're critical to consistency and growth. But so is knowing why. The how and the what will take you only so far. But it is the why that keeps you motivated long after the first rush of energy of enthusiasm wears off. It is this why that will carry you through long beyond willpower. And in fact, we call this why power. For you see, having a strong why will help you to keep going when the discipline of learning becomes difficult, discouraging, or tedious. And if your growth is connected to your values, your dreams, and your purpose, you'll know why you're doing it. You'll absolutely know why you're doing it. And you will be more likely to follow through. Why? Because you are connecting your why to your why. So let's take the why test. Do you consistently procrastinate on important tasks? Do you require coaxing to do small chores? Do you perform duties just to get by? Do you constantly talk negatively about your work? Do efforts of friends to encourage you irritate you? Do you start small projects and abandon them? Do you avoid self-improvement opportunities? Now, if you answered yes to many of these questions, you really haven't tapped into a strong enough or big enough why you keep growing. And if you have motivation, then discipline is no problem. But if you lack motivation, then discipline will always be a problem. See, once you learn to quit, it becomes a habit. That's what Vincent Lombardi said. He said, once you learn to quit, it becomes a habit. And that's why it's important that we become consistent in the things that we want. We become consistent in the things that we've been called to, that we become consistent in everything that we do. The greater number of reasons you give yourself to grow, the more likely you will follow through. This is Pastor Darren L. Harris, and today we have been studying John C. Maxwell's The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth, and we have been talking about the law of consistency. The law of consistency, and the law of consistency says that motivation gets you going, but discipline keeps you growing. Once again, this is Pastor Darren L. Harris, and you've been listening to the Ikaya Leadership Institute. God bless you. God keep you. This is my prayer.
Ekaya Fresh Start Behavioral Health, 504-373-6026. Family inclusion and integration is our top priority. The mission of Ekaya Fresh Start Behavioral Health is to provide comprehensive mental health services and deliver compassionate quality care to children, youth, and young adults affected by mental health challenges. Is your child exhibiting signs of out-of-control behavior? Maybe your child or young adult is exhibiting signs of depression. Call Ekaya Fresh Start Behavioral Health today, 373-6026. We offer community psychiatric support and treatment, psychosocial rehabilitation services, medication management, crisis intervention, independent living and skills building, and so much more. Located at 1112 5th Street in Gretna. Call 373-6026. Ekaya Fresh Start Behavioral Health.
Darren L. Harris presents Live Life, Leave Legacy. Let's go. Living